What's up, trainers? Welcome back to the channel at tberg8819 here, and this week in Pokemon Go, Zorua makes its return to Pokemon Go during the Halloween 2024 Part 1 event, running from October 22nd to October 28th. Zorua first debuted in Pokemon Go in October 2022 during a Surface Spotlight Hour where players were surprised by its debut. Ever since his debut in October of 2022, I have been hunting for this shiny to no avail. I'm at 350 encounters at the beginning of this event. This time, we are not walking away empty-handed. Are you guys ready?
Battle Cats, go!
Alright, it's day 4 of the Halloween event, and we're getting out to go do some exploring. We're still hunting for that shiny Zorua. We're at 435 encounters now. Silph Road says that the shiny odds are 1 in 64. Well, I think I've proven that wrong. We can go ahead and get our Pokeball connected. It's like the 3rd year that we've hunted this thing. Last time it came around, I hunted it really hard.
So how do you hunt it? You have to catch every Pokemon you see?
Yeah, I've only missed one ever. I've only had one runaway out of all 435 encounters. Oh, there's one right there. There's 2 right there. We could only click on one, so I'm gonna grab this one. Oh, they ran away. Can't even believe that. Well, it wasn't even going that fast. Well, that's the second one I've ever had run away. That was probably my shiny. It's gone now.
Is it like community day?
It's not really community day, it's just an event where it's got boosted shiny odds. Statistics, Niantic won't give out numbers, but it's been out for 4 days now, so there's enough data out there to compile the rates, like 1 in 120, 1 in 150, but with all 4 days in now, its numbers are looking at about 1 in 64, except for in my case, it's still 1 in 500.
Where you want to start?
I don't know, I haven't had much luck finding those things around town, honestly. They've been more along the back roads. Alright, we're gonna switch our buddy and make it easier to see, because I've got a shiny Yamask out right now, which is not the most ideal. Just so you guys know, a good trick is, if you're hunting Zorua, you want to go ahead and try to get that extra large, you can swap your buddy out to Guzzlord. Switch out to Guzzlord, and you'll have a better chance of catching a extra large Zorua, and they'll be easier to spot on the map. Found a huge Zubat. We'll see if we can grab this guy without him running away. Oh, and there's a Zorua. Try to grab this guy real fast. Hit him with a first throw, excellent throw. He hasn't showed up as Guzzlord yet. He's still showing up as Yamask. And it's not shiny. What do you know? I'll take it anyway.
I thought that if you had a shiny Pokemon,
That it would shiny lock the Zorua?
No.
Alright, so if you have a shiny Pokemon
as your buddy, that Zorua would not show up as shiny version.
That's what I was just saying, that if you have a shiny buddy, it makes Zorua shiny lock. That's not true. You can still catch shiny Zorua with a shiny buddy.
I didn't think it showed up as a shiny buddy.
Oh yeah, it does. It'll show up shiny on your map.
Even if it's shiny, because you haven't encountered shiny.
Well, Zorua on the map is disguised as your buddy. So whatever your buddy is how it's going to show up. If you have a shiny Rattata, it's going to show up as a shiny Rattata on the map.
You look it up. I swear I've heard something about it.
You can still catch a shiny Zorua with your shiny buddy. Yeah, they're saying that if you have a shiny buddy, that it would shiny lock the Zorua. Shiny lock means that it won't spawn as shiny. Well, now I guess I have to look it up. Not shiny. Oh, there it is. It showed back up. Oh, and it's huge, but it's still showing up as a Yamask, so that's weird. It's not showing up as Guzzlord, but it did make it a huge, and it is not a shiny. It's an extra large. Oh, there's one. You just broke out. Just turn. All right, we hit him with the excellent throw that time. You can go. I got it. If we get 1,000 encounters.
Pokemon Go video, and in today's video, guys, yes, of course, part 2 of the Halloween event is now live in some countries around the world.
Can I find shiny Zorua with a shiny buddy?
To go and get a shiny one and keep checking it with boosted spawns. However, there are a few tricks that you can keep up your sleeve when it comes to catching Zorua, or rather encountering it. Namely, the first one is to get Zorua to appear as Zorua on the overworld map. There are a couple of tricks you can do for this one, but there is a trick to guarantee, potentially, an XXL Zorua, and that involves having a extra large Pumpkaboo as your buddy. So it doesn't matter what it actually shows you on the actual encounter with your buddy Pokemon, whether it's tiny, it's a normal size, or it's a huge one. The Zorua will be an XXL if you have an XXL, particularly Pumpkaboo, as your buddy. There is a trick that's been active and trialed and tested since 2022. We actually used it to get 100% IV Zorua. This involves, first of all, swapping buddies around, and what that does is essentially confuses Zorua so it doesn't know what to transform into. It's only a temporary kind of solution because after about 15-20 minutes, the game catches up to what you're doing. So you note we've got the Hundo Pumpkaboo as our buddy. What we're going to do now is switch it to our Cofragigas. I always like to just make sure that it is going to actually work. I'll quickly jump into the berry action. Give it a golden raspberry for good measure. Okay, so that will now appear as the buddy. And what we can do then is switch back. So I like to call it, buddy A to buddy B to buddy A again. If we see a Zorua, it appears as a Zorua. There, you can see Zorua.
That happened to me the other day.
Zorua, which means
so that's
you can
how I
actually
did
shiny check it like that, which is great. Shame that isn't the sparkly one, but that's one way to get Zorua to appear on the overworld. Switch buddy A to buddy B, back to buddy A. That should get it to work like this. If it doesn't, you need to probably drop some berries down. What this does is it basically prevents the transformation, which actually randomizes the IV. So, if you do this, all players can catch the same IV Zorua, which honestly is a really, really good tip. That's how you can potentially get 100%
Alright,
sparkly.
Gotta go.
Alright guys, that's the end of day 4. We finished with 554 catches. Don't forget to check back in next week for Halloween Part 2 and find out if I ever caught that trickster Pokemon Zorua. I left a small detail here at the end of the video. If you caught that, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys out on the next one. Battle, catch, go!